Okay, so week 3 of The Artist's Way is in the books, and this week was all about recovering a sense of power. And for those who are new here, hi, my name is Sarika or Mika, and I'm on a mission to regain my creativity doing the Artist's Way program and just general crafts. So for this week, we'll talk about morning pages, the artist day, and also activities and final thoughts. Okay, so the morning pages. I did them every single day of the week this week. I'm still staying super consistent and I'm being really intentional with it because sometimes I don't really want to do them or I want to stay in bed and not wake up. I'm not a morning person. And just being able to push myself to do them, even if I have to force myself sometimes, has been a way for me to make sure I stay on the program. And sometimes I also noticed that I was trying to rush through the process just to get it over with. That's not really what it's supposed to be about. So I've been trying to be more mindful about slowing down and really resting on the page, taking it as a form of meditation just to get all my thoughts out before I start the day. And I think it's been really helpful in especially helping me navigate some really difficult emotions that I was having through this week. And I wanted to have some way to really process and explore all the things that was going on in my brain, and the morning pages were really a good way for me to do that. So in general, I'm really liking the morning pages now, even though sometimes I don't really feel like doing them, but actually getting them done kind of feels like a little massage for my brain. So far so good. So for this week's artist day, I went to sip and paint because painting was just always one of those things that I've been wanting to learn and to do. So I was really excited about it. I went in, I got myself a flatbread, a drink, got comfortable, and the class was great at first. Like I was following along, it was going really well, but things started picking up and I was focusing on too many details. So I kind of got a little bit left behind at some point, and friends, the perfectionistic work side of me kicked in. I was being really harsh on myself. It got so bad that at some point I started tearing up in the middle of the class and got myself together, managed to finish. It was all good, but overall the experience was a lot of very loud criticism in my head. It's not really what creativity is supposed to be like. You're supposed to, especially as a beginner, let yourself be a little bit free-flowing, and I wasn't really doing that or letting myself be free-flowing in that moment. So I literally, after the class, sat by the water and gathered myself a little bit. And you want to know the craziest part is when I actually settled my thoughts down, literally called my fiance, talked it out, and processed everything that had happened. I looked at the painting with fresh eyes and it wasn't even that bad. I mean, yeah, you could tell that a beginner did it and there was one part of it that I was using the paint too heavily, but who cares? I mean, that's what it's supposed to be like when you're learning. It's not supposed to be perfect. And for some reason, I had this Picasso-esque vision of what this was going to be as like one of my first painting experiences. So anyway, I really needed to take it a little bit easier on myself for this artist date. So lesson learned there. I actually read the chapter after my artist date this week. And there's a part of the chapter that literally talks about how growth happens sporadically and literally requires ugly duckling phases in the beginning to be able to mature and grow. Like it requires these phases that you're not going to be that good. That's how you grow. That's how you become better at the craft. It's just letting yourself be a beginner. And literally I wrote in the book, wow, this is exactly what I needed for that section. And I just wish that I had read this before. So as a tip, if you do this program, when you do this program, please read the chapters at the beginning of the week because they really help put you in the right mindset to be able to go through all the feelings that might come up during that week. And the last part I'll say about it is I did get a little bit competitive with myself afterwards and I got gouache painting. So I'll keep practicing at home and letting myself be a beginner, make those mistakes, and just try to get better at painting over time. So I'll keep you posted on how that goes. Overall, there was a lot happening this week. I was working through some pretty uncomfortable feelings between work and preparing for the speech for my friend's wedding. Thankfully, it all went well. Her wedding day was beautiful. I managed to get through the speech and did a really good job with actually showing her how special she was. So I was really happy about how the week turned out. Overall, I feel like I got better over time, taking it easier on myself. There was a heavy focus this week on being kind to yourself and really just letting yourself be a beginner and do things. So I do want to read you a section of the chapter, or a quote from the chapter that really resonated with me. Artists who seek perfection in everything are those who cannot attain it in anything. Literally highlighted that, underlined it. We can be really hard on ourselves, especially when we're not good at something. So just being able to let yourself relax through the process is something that I'm definitely going to put first moving forward. And I even got myself like these little bookmarks throughout, to just as a little reward, like something kind for myself as I'm going through this process and I'm just letting myself explore more. Also, a few things that I'm noticing this week that got me really excited is I'm starting to see the world differently. Like I'm looking at details more, like different flowers or different things that are going on around me. Like the colors feel more vivid. I look at something, I'm like, oh, I could draw this, or I could paint this, or I could make something of this. So it's just really exciting to kind of see my view of the world changing like that. That's a reward to me in and of itself. That whole view of the world and how magical everything is around me. I'm just really, really excited for that. There was also an aha moment for me through this week. I have this tendency to get really excited about a project, start it, almost get to the finish line with it, and stop. And I couldn't figure out why that was until Julia highlighted in the book that it's most likely that we're afraid of criticism with what the finished work is going to be like. For me, it's a lot of self-criticism too, because I'm not showing my work to everyone sometimes, a lot of times, but I think it's really important for us to just give ourselves grace through it all, and just seeing that as an explanation like gave me the courage to finish this little bookmark that I was making for my landlord, and I gave it to her and she loved it. She was really excited. So just seeing that I could make someone happy through my art was really fulfilling, and I love being able to do that for people. And also there were a lot of synchronicities happening this week. Like there was this part, I really wanted to hear the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I don't think we ended up playing it at the spot where I was asking to play it. Literally like 2 days later, the song was playing in the background of a restaurant. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. It's like, I don't know, the universe is just giving me a nudge that it's like motivating me or on my side. So that was just really cute. Like Julia says to look out for these little synchronicities, and I thought that was a really nice moment where I was like, oh, you're on my side. That's so sweet. Overall, I can tell that I'm craving creating more. Like we went to our friend's barbecue and I was literally there making bracelets because someone taught me how to make them, and she brought like the threads for the bracelets. So that was really fun for me. And even at home, I'm making a lot of diamond art. Or after my friend's wedding, we went to a coffee shop and I made a little bookmark. I gave one to my friend. So it's just being more creative these days has just been really fun and really motivational. And I'm actually craving that more than consuming. Like I don't feel the need to watch TV as much or watch memes as much, even though I still do them, still my guilty pleasures. But I feel pulled towards art a lot more, which has been incredibly fulfilling and so fun. So I'm excited to see how this continues to grow. I'll keep you posted for week 4 coming up soon. thank you all for watching this and sticking with me through the process. If you're going through it, I'd love to see what your thoughts and experiences have been like. If you're curious about this, please feel free to leave a comment. Would love to chat with you about it. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe if you want to see more of this journey and all the other crafts coming up in the future. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.